Hi guys, this is Vidas and welcome back to the channel. Let's start a very special series of conversations about accordion and Squeezebox practice process and challenges how to overcome and some mistakes that beginner accordion and concertina players face. And I'm your example because I started this channel just over 6 months ago, just last year. It's been a wonderful process of learning accordion and later concertina. And some of the questions I received from my audience and fellow YouTubers, accordion players, and concertina players maybe give me an idea that some of these challenges that I face are similar to what you face as well. So let's talk about some of the practice routines that I have on a daily basis, how I can learn different Squeezebox instruments fast, and how can you do too if you're an accordion player or a concertina player or even a melodion player, bandoneon player, whatever Squeezebox instrument you have, or multiple ones, that could work as well. So my background is obviously professional organist, professional concert organist. I've been playing organ professionally since I graduated from Lithuanian Music Academy in 2000, in the year of 2000, and then finished a second master's degree in Eastern Michigan University, and then a doctoral DMA degree at University of Nebraska Lincoln, together with my wife Osha, who is my fellow organist and producer and co-creator of Secrets of Organ Playing channel that we have on the same platform. But I decided recently, like 6 or 8 maybe months ago, last fall, basically to start learning another instrument. And I'll tell you why. Because accordion that we have at home, not this one, not this Weltmeister, but also it's Weltmeister Sereno, but smaller one, the red one, which you might have seen in my previous videos. And I will feature it at a later date, obviously, for some other compositions as well. But I decided to learn it because it's been gathering dust, but the bellows were in good shape. The instrument was almost never used, actually never used, because it was bought by Osha's parents for Osha or her brother, but they didn't have either time or interest in that instrument. Osha would play some right hand tunes only because she was learning piano at the time. At the National Chiloni School of Arts, but becoming a professional musician in another area, she was to become a choral conductor, but later transferred to the organ at the Academy of Music. Obviously, accordion was sort of out of reach because it required a special approach and she just didn't have time. But the instrument was never thrown away. It was also always kept in a closet. And just a few years ago, I discovered it and played a simple tune for Osha's dad for his birthday. Struggled with my left hand, but right hand was kind of fun because it's similar in a way to the piano or organ keyboard that I play easily. But then I use the mirror, to find my way with the buttons, and that was my beginning story. But that was before I even started this channel, before I started playing actually for camera with some greater focus. I just wanted to congratulate Osha's dad on his birthday with his favorite tune on accordion. That was like very new experience for me, but it was very, very emotional for entire family. And then I stopped for a year or so. I actually didn't do anything with the accordion, and only last year I actually decided it's maybe time to pick up accordion again and start doing some serious work with it, some serious workout and practice, because it's been interesting to me all the time, because my cousin is a professional accordionist and accordion teacher, and I've seen her videos of her playing and her studio playing on Facebook. Her name is Raminta Šukytė. Thank you so much for inspiring me, of course. And she's a fabulous accordion player, accordionist. And yeah, this inspiration definitely came in part from having a family member among us who actually a master virtuoso on the accordion. But the instrument was next to me all the time, so I decided it's time. I bought a few collections, easy collections, like from Schott, German publisher, the first tunes on accordion or something like that. And I actually, little by little, those 8 measure or 16 measures exercises, I actually figured out how to play the bass line very easily, because it's Stradella bass, it's nothing too complex, right? And at the time I was only using the bass and the chord, bass and the chord. Right? So it was actually pretty fun going from the beginning, because actually, let's face it, when you are a professional seasoned organist and organ teacher for 3 decades, let's say, right, or more, chances are that you actually forgot how you started playing not only organ but also piano, the keyboard, right? And you don't remember. And actually remembering your beginner's mind, it's actually very valuable for your current teaching methods and techniques, because your students, my organ students, they start on organ playing organs and with their feet and pedal techniques today, right? And I of course teach them this with the sky high approach of a master organist who actually forgot how to be a beginner. So what a better way to feel beginner again than to learn a new instrument from scratch. And that was my reason, a second reason I actually picked up the accordion for real this time and started this channel. And later, of course, I learned one tune at a time and uploaded to this channel, and then later, a few months later, I started getting interested in other kinds of squeeze boxes, right? Because my channel is called Vidas Squeezebox, and my watch history on YouTube obviously involved more of bellows instruments like button accordion or melodeon or even concertina, right, or bandoneon. I found very interesting channels on YouTube of people who are playing these beautiful instruments, and I subscribed to them all. Right, and I started listening and watching what they do, and got really curious about very portable small instrument like concertina, and obviously when I started getting interested and inspired by concertina, Anglo concertina especially, because it's a very beginners friendly instrument, I didn't know if it's the right move or not, right? Because let's face it, if you're just starting an accordion journey and a few months later you pick up another instrument, chances are that you haven't actually learned anything significant on the accordion, at all, and your focus will be diluted if you pick up another instrument, related instrument like concertina, or could be unrelated like a guitar or a tin whistle, like I later did, expanding my multi-instrument collection and journey. But let's focus on the bellows instrument for now, because obviously your interests are mostly in these instruments for my channel. But you see, the secret that I've been able to do it is actually multi-instrument purpose, because accordion is not my first instrument, right, and not my second instrument. I play piano, I play harpsichord, I play clavichord, I play virtually every keyboard instrument. I play harmonium, reed organ, right? You can find those videos on my Secrets of Organ Playing channel. So mastering, or at least playing several different kinds of keyboard instruments, gave me a very interesting advantage when learning an accordion. Right hand technique was similar in a way, right? What I needed to learn was obviously the left hand and bellow control. And little by little, I was able to decipher the left hand positions of the buttons, right? And this collection that I've been studying from, and recently, of course, the Palmer Hughes series, books 1, 2, 3, and now the polka book that you heard me play an excerpt at the beginning, is obviously a good place to focus on if you have like a method book. So it actually speeds up your process. I have in my collection many method books. I didn't practice from all of them. Maybe I will at some point pick a piece or two from each of them, but I stuck with 1, 2, or 3 collections and finished them. Right, the first one was called the first tunes on the accordion that Schott published. Right, I finished the first book from the beginning until the end. I didn't look anywhere else. Right. During that time, I stuck every day. I practiced at least for 15 minutes a day on my accordion from that book. And if the sound of accordion was very loud at that time, and Osher was not used to the bellows sound, reed sounds at home, so I had to figure out a way how not to annoy my family, how not to annoy Osher. So sometimes I would even close the doors on my bathroom, and I would actually put some earphones on me too, with noise cancellation, because my smartwatch would warn me about decibel levels getting too high for my hearing, right? Because as we all know, the accordions can be pretty loud and dangerous and risky for your hearing if you're doing this for extended period of time. So yeah, that's one part of my journey where I had to figure out the routine of practicing, not annoying family members, but at the same time I had a great joy of learning new tunes every time and uploading for you guys on my channel to watch. Right, I knew that I was developing some kind of community, little by little, one video at a time, one 8-measure tune at a time, one waltz at a time, one march at a time, one polka at a time. I would master this piece and actually upload it to my YouTube channel. And that's one of the main secrets. I've been actually doing it so fast. I've been progressing on the accordion so fast. If you are recording and making a record, public record of your journey, whatever instrument you play, or let's say organ, as my many students do, I always advocate to record yourself. At least upload it to your channel. Even if nobody watches you, even if only you make those videos unlisted and nobody else will know them for a while, unless you comfortable sharing. It's still better than learning a tune and then you don't know actually if you learn a tune if you can't play it in front of camera. That's the thing to remember. You don't know if you mastered the tune if you can't play it in front of others or camera. So not everyone has a family members who are eager to learn you play and eager to listen to you play, right? So everyone has a pocket-sized camera nowadays, like in a smartphone, right? Today, so just put up a camera, a little tripod, or even on a table, a little tripod, yeah, and record your practice for today and upload it to your channel, yeah. And you have to overcome this fear of public playing this way. That's the most crucial thing, and this frees your mind. It wasn't difficult for me because I've been recording myself since 2009. The Secrets of Organ Playing channel was created in 2009, and before that I was professional organist, doctor of musical arts. Obviously, many recitals were recorded for study purposes before that, so I was comfortable in front of camera, obviously. But during the pandemic, obviously, I started playing in front of camera even more because access to public performances on the organ and churches and concert halls were limited. And all of my and Osha's concerts for a few months or half a year, I think, were just cancelled during the pandemic. And Osha and I just started practicing in front of camera right here or on a virtual organ setup on the side. We have another setup where actually we can imitate registrations of church organs and cathedral organs from around the world too. So that actually helped me progress much further with the organ playing as well. And I'll tell you, number one advice, if you just listen to what I say today, just one thing, if you want to remember and you want to learn accordion or any other Squeezebox instrument fast, is record your tunes. Record your tunes. It could be record every practice and upload it to your channel. If you feel comfortable, you could make them public and just talk about it. Mistakes are just fine because audience, I know, is very supportive of your journey because you guys have been very supportive of my journey as well. So chances are that nasty comments will be very, very rare. And even if you find some nasty comments, you can actually moderate them or block them or remove them completely. It's not a problem at all. So you don't have to worry about people criticizing you too much. What recording yourselves gives you, of course, a public record of your progress, because 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, 12 months from now, you can go back to the channel, to your channel, and see your first pieces that you struggled with, and you say to yourself, wow, how much I actually grown. That's impossible to do if you just flipping the pages of your collections or method books, as good as they are, as excellent collections. But if you're not keeping a public record of this, you just forget where you started, and you can't compare it to where you progressed and to what you achieved right now. So that helps me, of course, as well, keeping public record. Another thing that is very, very beneficial is actually practicing every day on your instrument. Try not to skip a day. Sometimes, yes, it's necessary to skip a day or even two. Our schedule is, sometimes it's out of our control, and that's fine. But just as a rule, make a steady practice routine. give yourself 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever time you need to do for your instrument to give, and assign it, as a special slot in your day, either in the morning if you have time, or during lunch break, or during the evening when your family is asleep. So with acoustic instrument is difficult, but some people have digital accordions, right? They could practice with their earphones, so without disturbing anyone in the family. That's a great thing about virtual and electronic instrument as well. Very, very, very good thing to have ability to play silently. Recently I purchased tin whistle, which is very nice whistle, but it's very loud, as you know. And again, my wife Osha is annoyed with those squeaky high sounds. So I purchased another tin whistle, which is MIDI whistle. It doesn't make any sound except when it's plugged in into the app, and then I can use the earphones with me on me for silent practice without annoying anyone in the house. I can play without the earphones as well. I can use the acoustic instrument as well when I'm ready to play nicely for others. But my private silent practice is just for me, and that's one of the also good ways to remember sometimes to pick up earphones. Yeah. So, and obviously keep in mind the third thing that's crucial for your fast progress on Squeezebox instrument is perhaps also common to other instrument practice, that you have to have a goal, what you're trying to achieve today, right now. For example, today, my practice today looks like I'm trying to remember and master and refresh 3 polkas on the accordion, and then 1 jig on the concertina, and then another jig on the concertina and tin whistle, but from memory. And on the guitar, I'm playing from the collection of tunes from the for beginners in bluegrass and folk music guitars, and I double the melody with my concertina as well. So it's a multi-instrument practice. That's my routine. For your routine, if you're only playing single instrument, single Squeezebox instrument, you still have to know what piece you're playing, or several pieces, several tunes you're playing today. Because if you only have 15 minutes, you can't learn 15 pieces today, 15 tunes today. You can't, circle through 15 tunes. So ideally what I do and what I suggest you to do is actually divide your slot 15, 20 or 30 minutes into actually refreshing the old material, learning new material, and obviously sight reading. Expanding your skills of learning or playing unfamiliar music at all, right? Which you don't actually practice, but just play once or twice. So that's very important. And technical exercises, if you're playing from a method book on accordion or concertina, is also very useful to also to do every day. So keep in mind those 3 or 4 separate practice sessions, sections, right? Technical exercises, refreshing of all tunes, learning new tunes, and then obviously sight reading. It depends on your other instruments. Sometimes you want to improvise, sometimes you want to learn to harmonize the hymn, for example. Like I put regularly on my channel some sacred music, some hymns for accordion or concertina. So then I need to remember and practice how to harmonize the left hand chords and basses with the tune itself, and how to play 2, 3, 4 verses with different registrations, different sounds on my accordion as well. So that's completely different, maybe a practice, but also beneficial. It's all about your goals. Ask yourself, why are you playing this instrument? Why are you playing this accordion, right? What you're trying to achieve, and then divide each of the practice session into several sections and do it every day or almost every day, and see how far you will go after 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months, or 1 year. But you have to, of course, make a record of your progress, and I highly recommend, I can't recommend enough, highly enough, recording yourself. For end of this discussion, I just remember one of the greatest influencers of my accordion is not only my cousin Raminta, right, who also publishes her work on Facebook publicly, yeah, for others to see, but also Glenn Tompkins, who has from Arizona, who has a channel, and from Holberg's Time, I think that's his name, its channel. I'll of course link to the description of this video to this channel, and you can visit. He has been my also great YouTube friend, and actually I encourage him to come back to YouTube after many years of not publishing his accordion journey videos, and he came back, and we support each other. You see, this community of online players grows little by little, and you support each other, and that's another side benefit to do. It's like invaluable practice buddy to have. Every day I'm curious what Glenn is learning right now, what next is on on his channel, you see. So that could be your practice routine and strategy as well going forward. So I guess these are the most important secrets for my fast Squeezebox learning process. And maybe you have some other issues or struggles that you're struggling with. Let me know in the comments. What are you struggling on your instrument currently? Maybe I can discuss it in my later episode. Thank you. This was Vidas. See you in the next episode very soon. Bye bye.